Dean, thank you very much for joining me for this week's Teen Adult Senior Black Belt Trap class. Let's get started. We're in natural stance. Snap to attention. Spread your feet, make a fist, cover that fist, close your eyes, set your intention for the day. Remember, this is strike week. You're going to do your very best to demonstrate that self-control that you've been practicing all month long. Bring your feet together and curse about. Relax stance, hands behind your back, and repeat after me. To build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit, quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. Everyone back out to your natural stance. Tension. Tapping your right leg, step back and go. All right, team, we're going to do a jab and a cross. Right, team, hands are up. Ready, and go. It's going to be Sup Asa. Remember, full rotation. Go. Sup Asa. Get that hip forward. Ready, go. Sup Asa. Hand up. See one, feel one as your punch. Ready, go. Sup Asa. Ready, and go. Sup Asa. Breathe through each of the techniques. Ready, and go. Sup Asa. Ready, go. Sup Asa. Make sure you're focusing on a target. Whatever that target is, I like to go nose, nose. For my punches, you might go nose, chest, nose, doesn't matter. Pick a target, stick with it, go through the entire time. Don't let your punches go willy-nilly. Ready? And go. Go Sup Asa. Go Sup Asa. Ready to go. Sup Asa. And switch. Go. Aya. All right, team, again, jab cross. Start with your elbows in tight. Keep your hands up next to your cheeks. Ready? And go. It's going to be Sup Asa. Feel that hip rotation. Back knee points to the front knee. Hips going forward. Ready? And go. Sup Asa. Ready to go. Sup Asa as you're punching. Make sure the punch goes straight out. Don't bring the elbow to the side and then punch. It should be raising up. Raising up as you punch. All right, team, ready? And go. Sup Asa. Go. Sup Asa. Go. Sup Asa. Quick. Check your fist. Curl the fingers down. Make sure they're tight. Wrap the thumbs around the outside so they're on the outside edge of the fingers. Don't let your thumb stick out. Pull it back. Bring it back to your hands. Your cheeks, ready? And go. Sup Asa. Go. Sup Asa. Go. Sup Asa. And go. Sup Asa. When you curl the fingers down like that, you're going to feel your punches are going to be much more tighter. All right, you ready? And switch. Go. Aya. We're going to go jab, cross, hook, hook, and then reset. Ready? And go. It's going to be jab, cross, hook, hook. Lots of body rotation in this one. It's one of the things I love about it, right? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. Make sure your wrist is straight. Don't let your wrist bend as you're punching. Go. Sup, 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 Asa. Again, think about where you're punching. I go nose, nose, cheek, cheek on my punches. Right? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. And rotate back. Ready to go. Sup, sup, Asa. And go. Sup, 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 Asa. And switch. Go. Aya. All right, hands are up. Jab, cross, hook, hook. All right, ready? Hands are up. And go. It's going to be Sup, 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 Asa. And then reset. Go. Sup, 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 Asa. Make sure you can see one, feel one. See that hand in front of you. Make sure the wrist is straight. Feel the other hand on your cheek. And reset. No, it seems like a small thing, but don't let it float in space. Actually touch your cheek. Ready? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. Ready? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. If you're not touching your cheek, the odds are you're kind of windmilling through those hook punches. Good body rotation, but you want to make sure you got a guard up, protecting yourself, hand on your cheek. As you're going in to make sure you have, and that hand might be grabbing somebody or protecting yourself from being punched. Ready? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. Go. Sup, 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 Asa. I hit my target, drove through it, hip rotation, power. At this point, if I'm keep extending my arm out, all I'm doing is risking hurting my arm. Ready? And go. Sup, 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 Asa. And one more, ready, and go. Sup, 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 Asa. Ready? And switch, go. Aya. This time we're going to add a knee to it. We're going to do a back leg knee. We're going to go jab, cross, hook, hook. Grab the knee and drive into it. Notice what I'm not doing. I'm not throwing my arms down when I do the knee. Keep my arms up. If I just hook punch, grab the head, I'm driving my knee, I'm locking myself into them. Hands in the back of the head, elbows against their chest. as I drive my knee in, using them for leverage to power it. Ready? And go. It's going to be soup, 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 aya. Ready? And go. Jab cross, hook, hook, and then knee, and come back. Ready? And go. Jab cross, hook, hook, knee. Although we're adding a knee to it, remember to keep the hands up as we're doing our jab cross. Go. Soup, 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 aya. And again, team, go. Soup, 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 aya. And then switch, aya. Jab, cross, hook, hook, back leg, knee. Elbows in tight, hands are up to begin with. Make sure we start out in a good spot. All right? And go. It's going to be jab, cross. Check yourself. Make sure you're in a good spot again. Hook, hook. Are you still in a good spot? Then knee, and come back. Ready? And go. Jab, cross, hook, hook, knee, and back. Ready? And go. Jab, cross, hook, hook, knee. Figure out where your hands are. Are they way down here? And you keep them up. We're working on that self-control, team. You have to control your body if you want to control somebody else's. Ready? And go. Soup, 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 aya. And go. Soup, 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 aya. And one more. Go. Soup, 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 aya. Back to your natural stance. Everyone else gather in. One day, a scorpion looked around the mountain where he lived and decided that he wanted to change. So he set out on a journey through the forest and the hills. He climbed over rocks, under vines, and kept going until he reached a river. The scorpion soon realized that he had no way to cross the river. Suddenly he saw a frog sitting in the rushes by the bank of the stream on the other side of the river, and he decided to ask the frog for help. "Hello, Mr. Frog," called the scorpion. "Would you be so kind as to give me a ride on your back across the river?" And the frog looked at him. Well, Mr. Scorpion, how do I know that if I try to help you, you won't try to sting me?" "Because," said the scorpion, "if I try to sting you, I would die too. For you see, I cannot swim." The frog thought about it. "All right then, how do I know you just won't wait till you get to the other side and then sting me?" said the frog. And the scorpion, of course, replied, "Because you see, once you've taken me to the other side of this river, I will be so grateful for your help that it would hardly be fair to reward you with my stinger. Now would it?" So the frog thought about it some more, and he eventually agreed to take the scorpion across the river. He swam over to the bank and settled himself near the mud to pick up his passenger. The scorpion crawled onto the frog's back, his sharp claws prickling into the frog's soft hide, and the frog slid into the water. The muddy water swirled around them, but the frog stayed near the surface, so the scorpion wouldn't drown. He kicked strongly in the first half of the stream. His flippers were paddling widely against the current. Halfway across this river, the frog suddenly felt a sharp sting in its back, and out of the corner of his eye saw the scorpion remove the stinger from the frog's back. "You fool!" croaked the frog. "Now we should both die. Why on earth did you do that?" And the scorpion just kind of sat back. "I couldn't help myself. It's my nature." Then they both sank into the muddy water, swiftly flowing river. Self-destruction. It's my nature. That's what the scorpion said. What are the things you tell yourself every day? Close your eyes and ask yourself if you made these excuses ever in your head. I have no control. I tried diet after diet. I just can't eat right. I don't know how people find time to exercise. I never will. Other parents are so patient with their children because their kids don't do this. I have no time to spend with my spouse, but they understand, I'm sure. I mean, work has to come first, right? The summer is too hectic. There's no way we can make it to action. Are any of those you? I'm willing to bet at least one of those are. Well, guess what? You're developing your own nature. All of these things will ultimately become your personality if you let it. One of my favorite quotes is stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let other people bring negativity in, and don't bring it in yourself. Don't bring it in yourself. All right, let's get back to our starting spot. Single wrist grab. So single wrist grab is our self-defense for our junior track. That's our white to red students, kids class. So what this is someone reaching out and they're grabbing with their left hand. They're going to grab my right wrist. So just gonna reach out and grab, so straight across the body. What I need to do is when they grab, I'm gonna step back. As I step back, I'm gonna pull my hand all the way up to my ear. I'm gonna drive my hand down across their arm as I downward block across their wrist. Okay. So again, this is our straight wrist grab. Someone reaches out with their left hand, they grab my right wrist. As they do, whichever side they grab, I'm stepping backward. I'm bringing my arm up, and I'm gonna rotate my body. Notice my hips are to the front. As I throw my arm back, boom! Pull my arms to the side as I downward block in. From here, I'm gonna kick him in the groin. Hands come up, boom! Kick him in the groin, then dancing in. Groin, stomach, lower body, doesn't matter. We're just kind of kicking him in. We want to get him buckle over a little. All right, back to our single wrist grab. Back to the front. They reach with their left hand, they grab my right hand. I step back, I block, I'm turning my body sideways, really pulling up my hips to pull my hand free, blocking across their wrist. From here, I'm gonna kick in, boom. As I drive my weight in, my front hand is gonna drive in, heel palm into the face. And I'm gonna cover out, stop, stay back. All right, so again, this is our straight wrist grab. Starting out from here. Someone grabs hold of me, boom, they grab hold, I step back, boom. I block, I kick, heel palm in, cover out, stop, stay back, get distance between myself and them. I'm gonna do it from the other side, and this time I'll do it from the other side, but I'll have them grab my left arm, so they're grabbing with my right arm, right? So just do the other side from here. As they grab, again, they grab, I step back. Arm comes up, and you think like maybe you're slapping, but it comes up. Arm comes up, and as I rotate my hips, my arm comes back. Don't just pull your arm back. Rotate your hips, move away from it. Block down. Shift forward, kick. Heel palm in. Cover out. Stop, stay back. That is the self-defense, straight wrist grab. Our self-defense is an overhead weapon attack. So this is an attack where someone is coming at you and they grab the weapon. It could be a knife, it could be anything. They're gonna come in and they're swinging down across the top of you. All right. So we often think of like knives or clubs or like things that like people might carry around weapon, but keep in mind that when it comes to like an overhead weapon strike, this is usually an attack out of anger and rage, and it tends to be an attack out of whatever is available that they're gonna grab. So this could be a bottle, it could be an ashtray, people still have ashtrays, it could be a book, it could be a pen, it could be anything they can grab conveniently, and they're gonna try and smash you across the head with it. So what we're gonna do is there's three basic distances here we have for people, right? We have somebody who's in really close to you, we have like they're at arm's length, and we have like they're so far away they can't really hit you, all right? So for an overhead weapon, that arm length one is a dangerous one first, because that arm length right here, that's where they have the maximum amount of power. So our goal is to either be outside that range or inside that range. Outside the range is ideal because they can't hit you. So if someone's threatening me with a weapon, they're yelling at me, hands are up, hey, I don't want to have any trouble, I'm sorry, I bumped into your car, I apologize, it's not, I don't want to have anything. Notice I'm backing up as I'm talking, I'm creating distance between myself and them. If I'm 10 feet away from them, the likelihood of them being able to grab a weapon of convenience and attack me is a lot less likely. Also, it's a good way of de-escalating the situation. If I'm in someone's face and they're yelling at me and I'm right there, they tend to build up that hostility. The more distance I can create between myself and them, the more likely they might just calm down on their own from this process. And again, I'm trying to be calm, talking it down. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not yelling at them. I am apologizing for whatever conceived threat that I might have created. I'm apologizing because I don't want them to attack me. I'm not apologizing because I think I might have been wrong. I mean, maybe I was. In those cases, it should be an honest apology. But sometimes you just got to say what you got to say to get out of the area. So when de-escalate. So they're starting to yell at me. I feel like it's getting a little hot. I want to move back. I want to move back a little bit, right? Hey, I don't. And as I'm moving back, if I see, my hands are up, neutral. Hands don't go up high. All right. So the higher, if your hands go up too high, it looks kind of weird and it does kind of look a little bit menacing. So my hands are low toward my center of my body. All right. And one I think about having your hands right here is if someone goes to attack you, they have to get past that first hand. And sometimes our eyes lie to us. Our eyes will tell us that things are coming a little bit faster, a little bit slower than we think. But the moment that person touches my hand to move it out of the way to get past it, I can definitely tell where I'm at and I can strike from there. So we're going to imagine that this is a situation where I didn't have a chance to try to start de-escalating it. I didn't have a chance to move away. And it could be that I didn't have a chance to move away because maybe something's behind me, blocking my ability to move away. So what's going to happen is they're coming at me, and let's say they're coming with the right hand, they're coming, boom, like this. They're coming with the right hand down on top of my head. What I want to do is I want to get inside their range. Remember, this is where the maximum power is. This is going to be less power. So as they're coming in, I'm stepping in. My left arm, they're striking with the right arm. My left arm's going to pop up almost a rising block. I'm going to catch between their forearm, their wrist, and their elbow, somewhere in the forearm. I want to catch and push that up. Right? So as that arm's coming down, I'm pushing in. At the same time, I'm hitting them, heel palming them in the face. I'm closing the gap. So my target is right here. I'm here as I hit. Boom, I'm blocking. I strike in. I'm right in. We're pretty much nose to nose at this point as I drive my hand back all the way through. Now, as I do this, I often think of the attack as the primary thing and the block as the secondary thing. If you've been practicing your jab crosses and keeping that guard up, then when you put that hand up, this might be just a natural reaction for you. Well, this isn't that big of a difference from here, all right? So as they're coming in, I see that thing coming in, I'm coming in, boom, my arm pops up. This is my natural flinch response these days. It's the way I've been practicing. And the way you practice is the way you're going to behave. So I strike and strike. From here, I'm going to grab the arm, and I'm going to put my hand behind their head and grab their neck. So I'm going to turn face a little bit the other way here. They're coming at me with their right hand. As they come in, I step forward, trying to get underneath that, trying to get into it. So if they do hit me, they're hitting me more with their elbow or their upper arm as opposed to the striking weapon. I'm going to block, pushing it up. At the same time, I'm going to heel palm it in their face. From here, this hand is up. It's just going to slide down. It's going to slide down and hook across their arm. Boom. This hand hit them in the face, slide around the side of their neck, and hook. Now, grab their wrist, grab their head. I want you to pull, stretch it out. All right, let's go back to the beginning. All right, so this is our overhead weapon key. So from here, they're coming in. That means they come in. I am stepping in with my left leg because they're striking with the right, stepping in, trying to get close. My left hand comes up to block. My right hand comes up to strike. From here, grab and grab, pull a little bit. Take your back knee and just drive it into whatever's convenient, right? And you notice I'm not pulling him down. You don't see me, I'm doing this. I'm not going like pulling his head down. I'm anchoring him right here, and I'm striking low. Boom, 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 as much as I need to. And then from here, I might shift into an elbow strike, another elbow strike, keeping control of the weapon the entire time. All right, so again, doing it from the other side. Overhead weapon. As they come in, I'm just going to step forward. I'm going to strike. I'm going to grab. I'm going to knee repeatedly until it gets soft. Now, team, from here, the other thing I might add to this is the thing you get with bonus content. From here, I'm going to take this, my other hand, my right hand, I'm going to put it right on top of the right hand so it matches knuckle for knuckle from here. As I do that, I am going to do a dancer step. I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to step around, and as I do, I'm going to take my other hand, then I'm right on top of it, I'm going to push it into their shoulder. It's a great way to get them to release that weapon. From here, I can pull it out, or I can drive some kicks into their face to add some extra content to it. So I'll do it like a 45-degree angle here so you can see a little bit better. So they go to strike at me, I hit, I grab, I knee a couple times, boom, boom. From here, hand on top of their hand. My thumb is on top of their thumb, my index finger is on top of their index finger. We're matching grips. Dancer step, dance step around. And I'm gonna drop my weight as I push that hand down. Right. That's gonna put them in this really awkward position right here as they're trying to come around. And they're here, kick him again, and then stop, stay back as we cover out. Team, keep in mind, that at any point in the self-defense technique, it's possible you don't need to continue. Someone comes at me with a weapon, they swing at me, and my response is, boom, I hit them in the face before they hit me. That might be all it takes. I might take them on their feet, they might pass out, they might drop the weapon. I don't need to worry about anything else, right? If that doesn't work, that's why I got the hand up here, just in case, right? I want to make sure I can catch. If I hit them and their arm drops, I want to make sure I'm not getting hit by the stray weapon. If my heel palm's weak, I want to make sure I'm still protecting myself. Grab and hook, like boom. That's another strike for me. So here and then here, right? Don't just put your hands there. Here, grab and grab, pull, right? And then you're going to drive that knee into it. It's going to make it so much more powerful for you. And again, remember, the way you practice is whether you're practicing with a partner or practicing in the air, it's how you're going to perform. All right, so team, that is our overhead weapon. Self-defense for this week is a two-hand choke from behind. This is someone coming up behind us and grabbing us. Their hands wrapped around our neck. So the first thing we're going to do is when they grab, we're going to reach back and we're going to grab their hand. We're trying to lock them down in place. From here, we'll step out. We'll step out with our right leg. Right leg, left leg doesn't really matter. It's whatever you're going to work with. But we're going to step out with my purpose. I'll step out with my right leg, and I'm going to pull forward in their hands, trying to get their hands to come past my neck. If their hands are like this around my neck and their thumbs are braced like this, and I pull forward, it's a good chance I'm going to snap their thumbs. The reality though is I may just go to pull forward and step out, and that might be all that happens. I might just have their hands there, hold their hands, and they're not going to move. We say step, but we're doing a drop step. What that means is from here, as they go to grab, I'm just going to lift my leg up and drop my weight down, pulling them forward. Now I stepped out here with my right leg. So what's going to happen next is, since my right leg stepped out, I opened up the left side of my body. Imagine I'm right here. I step out. This space is now open. I'm going to elbow strike with the opposite side, hammer fist, and from here I'm going to shift back behind them, elbow strike into their chin, hammer fist, and then cover out. So let's break this down again, team. So this is our two-hand choke from behind. First thing we're going to do is we're going to reach back behind. I'll mirror this time, so I'll move my left side when you used to be moving your right. So from here, we're going to step out. We step out with our right leg. We are going to, as we do, drop down, pulling the hands forward. We step with the right. Left elbow goes back into their stomach, keeping the elbow in contact with their stomach. Hammer fist down. Let's go back to the beginning. All right. Two-hand choke from behind. We're going to grab, drop step as we pull. Elbow strike, come straight in. Your arms right across your body. Don't swing it out. Straight back. Elbow stone contact with your stomach. Hammer fist down. Fist, forearm, doesn't matter. You're going to strike to the groin. From here, elbow stone contact with their body. I'm going to C-step behind them and drive my elbow up, contour across their body, and bring my elbow up into their chin. So it slides up into their chin. Let's go back to the beginning. Two-hand choke from behind. Grab the wrist. Don't try and grab the fingers. Grab the wrist. Step up. Drop down. Elbow strike with the opposite side. Hammer fist. C-step back. Elbow into the chin. Roll back and hammer fist. And then cover up. Stop. Stay back. The team, I'm going to do this from the side. All the way through. Two-hand choke from behind. From here, we're going to grab, elbow, hammer fist, C-step, elbow up into the chin, turn, hammer fist, cover up, stop, stay back. I'll do it from the other side over here as well. Two-hand choke from behind. I step out, grab, drop my weight down to the right, left elbow strike, left hammer fist, C-step as my elbow comes up, contouring the body. My elbow is driving along the edge of their body into their chin. I'm going to rotate. As I rotate into the chin, I'm going to rotate down, hammer fist, and then cover out, stop, stay back. Two-hand choke from behind. Our self-defense is a straight shoulder grab. This is someone grabbing hold with one hand and getting ready to punch with the other. So what we're going to do is when they grab hold, we'll assume they're grabbing with their right hand against my left shoulder. As they go to grab, I am going to put my hand, crane down in, pulling down in, trying to trap their arm. So of course you can just brace here. Here, I like to reach out, get all the way out to their arm, and slide my arm down, trying to drive their elbow into my body as I drop them down, so their arm should buckle. I'm trying to get their arm to buckle like this. At the same time that happens, I'm going to shift in. I'm going to shift in, and I'm going to heel palm right to their face. So again, they're coming in here. They grab hold of my shoulder. My hand pins theirs. I strike in. I hit to their face. If they're punching, this could be a block as I strike. From this point, whatever you're going to do is what you're going to do. But for our class, what we've been working on is from here, we're just going to shift around and we're going to strike to the neck and shepherd hook behind. Still having that hand trapped on their body. Right. So let's go back to the beginning of this. So this is a straight shoulder grab. I'm going to pin and strike. Pivoting my body, rotating to the side as I do. Making so my arm, my shoulder is there to protect my head if I need it. From here, my hand's going to come around the side of the neck, strike to the side of the neck, forearm strike as opposed to a chop, hand wraps around, shepherd hook to the back of the head. From here, I can drive a knee in, I can drive two knees in here, whatever I need, and then if I need to, I can finish off with a hammer fist, and then cover out, stop, stay back. So let's look at this from the side. So I'm here, someone grabs my shoulder, I'm going to pin and strike. Hook to the side of the head, strike to the side of the neck, hook to the side of the head, drive my knee in, step back, hammer fist, stop, stay back. And with all strikes team, if you one strike isn't quite doing it, 2 or 3, do a couple. Don't recommend doing like a ton. Like if you start doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikes and they're not having any effect, more is not going to make a difference. Change up the angle. So for our example, I'll go from this side over here. They grab hold of my shoulder. As they grab hold of my shoulder, I strike, I hook, and I drive a knee in. I drive maybe 2 knees in here, and that's not working quite the way I want. Well, in that case, maybe this is going to become an elbow, and then back to a knee, right? I'll switch it up a little bit. If you're striking low, and that doesn't quite get the results you want, strike high. If you're striking to the right side of the body, and it's not quite working, strike to the left side of the body. Switch sides, switch angles, switch height. All that can do a lot to throw your opponent off and reset them, so you might have an opportunity to break through their defenses if something's not working. All right, team, that is our straight shoulder grab.
Attacking spears. Attacking spears is for a lunging like number 1 line. It's not really one. And we do it from different angles so you see what's going on here. So first thing I'm doing, my attacker's coming at me. I'm gonna rush in. Both arms shoot in like I'm diving into a pool. One arm wraps around and tucks in nice and tight. Now what I want to do here is I want to have as much contact as possible on the arm. I'm going to hug the tricep. I'm going to pinch the arm in there so he doesn't have a lot of options as far as striking with the knife. My other hand is wrapped around his neck. My head is tucked. That keeps me away from that left. I'm going to fire out a knee or 2. I'm going to step behind, keep the leg down, keeping the hand on the throat, wrap around from here. Now I can let go. Arm break. Okay. One more time. Let's go from that same angle. Attacking spears. Both arms come in. Wrap, hug, nice and tight. Knee, step the leg down, go back to the shoulder, and arm break. Thank you, sir. In the air, attacking spears. Lunge, hug, knee, behind, to the shoulder and lock. Evading Thorn. Now evading Thorn, what's happening is my partner's coming at me with that first strike, but oh, I couldn't get there in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to evade out of range. I'm going to come right back in range because I know that backhand's coming. So start again. So I'm going to come here, 1, double block. I'm going to hook over. I'm going to step across the arm. I'm going to pinch his tricep with my arm, basically with my arm grip. The hand's going to grab both palms like so, and then there's my disarm. So watch again. Evading Thorn. I'm going to come from here, 1, 2, over the top, and disarm. Now if I want, just kind of for fun, a B variation, if he's still kind of standing upright, is I can twist back across, take down, stab. Strike from here. That was just extra credit. Okay? One more time from this angle, Evading Thorn. 1, 2, step across and over. Apply pressure and disarm. In the air, evade out of range, step in, double block, reach over the top, step across, apply pressure. Evading Thorn. Thrusting blade, a midsection thrust, really scary attack, right? First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hollow out my midsection and my left arm is gonna scoot down. My right arm, I'm gonna palm strike for safety, actually it would be like a finger jab. That's what I'd be shooting for. But what's gonna happen from there, I'm gonna wrap all the way around. I'm gonna hook behind the neck. This one's gonna come around behind the elbow. I'm gonna fire my knee and I'm gonna drag it backwards, walk him down, and lock behind the elbow. There's my arm break. So watch again. Thrusting blade. Strike from the other side. Fire that knee out, walk it back. And nice, slow slant, and apply pressure down there. In the air, it's going to look like so. Hollow out the stomach. One arm shoots out, the other one goes down. I wrap around, hook, neck behind the arm, back, walk it back. Apply pressure right below the elbow. Thrusting blade.
Thank you for joining me for today's class. Remember, this is Strike Week, so you have 3 self-defense techniques that you've been working on. Make sure you take a video of yourself doing all 3 of those self-defense techniques, send them to your on-demand coach so you can get credit for this and you have an opportunity to get some feedback to make sure you're ready for your strike. Everyone show me your natural stance, snap to attention, face front and bow, back out to your natural stance. Everyone have a great week. Baby, see ya.